Hello, I'm Dr. Sandeep Gupta. Today I'm going to talk about an important issue in childcare, that is the vaccinations required in children from the birth till the age of 1 year. So oftentimes parents are confused about which vaccine to give to children at what age. So the main reason for this is in India two kind of vaccination schedules are followed. One is the National Immunization Vaccination Schedule, which is followed in government hospitals and healthcare centers, which covers basic essential vaccines against some important diseases: polio, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, H influenza B, and in some states rotavirus and pneumococcal vaccines also have come now, and hepatitis B. So these are the vaccines which are commonly given in National Immunization Schedule, but in private setup we follow Indian Academy of Pediatric Vaccination Schedule, which is more comprehensive and covers some additional diseases. So they give some additional vaccines like MMR vaccine, varicella vaccine, hepatitis A vaccine, typhoid vaccine, influenza vaccine and HPV vaccine. So this is all little bit more comprehensive, protects against few more diseases which can be prevented by giving vaccines. These diseases also are very common, but because of the cost factors it is not given for free in the government setup and it is available in the private clinics. So now today I am going to discuss only about the Indian Academy of Pediatric Vaccination Schedule, which is commonly followed in the private hospitals and clinic and which is a more comprehensive schedule against larger number of diseases. So first, at birth we give 3 vaccinations to the children, that is the BCG vaccine, OPV vaccine and hepatitis B vaccine. The BCG vaccine is a vaccine against tuberculosis and it prevents severe form of tuberculosis like lung tuberculosis, brain tuberculosis and disseminated tuberculosis, which is biliary tuberculosis. So this is a vaccine which protects against these serious forms of tuberculosis, and this vaccine is universally given in the left upper arm. In every part of India it is given in only one area, that is the left upper arm, and this vaccine characteristically what it does is after being given 2 to 3 weeks later you will see a nodule red swelling over the area where the vaccine was given, and at 4 to 6 weeks it ulcerates and forms an ulcer which heals by 3 months, and there leaves a permanent scar which is the identifying marker for this BCG vaccination. So what we do as pediatricians is at a later age when we see that this mark is there, we realize the child has been given BCG vaccine. Now next vaccine which is given at birth is oral polio vaccine, that is OPV. This vaccine protects against the polio in early life and it is very important. And a third vaccine which is given at birth is the hepatitis B vaccine, which protects against hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is a virus which causes infection in the liver and causes jaundice and sometimes can lead to serious liver problems like acute liver failure or chronic liver disease. These 3 vaccines at birth. Then the next vaccination comes at 6 weeks. So what I would like to tell you is at 6 weeks, 10 weeks and 14 weeks, whatever vaccine is given is the same vaccination. And this period 6, 10 and 14 weeks we give protection against 8 diseases by giving 3 injections. So the first injection is a combined vaccine which has protection against 6 diseases. So these 6 diseases are diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, influenza, H influenza B bacteria, injectable polio vaccine against polio and hepatitis B. So diphtheria is a disease which used to cause throat infection and serious infection in the respiratory system and sometimes myocarditis, that is the heart problem, heart infection and nerve problems. It was a serious killer disease in the previous era, but for last 3 decades because of the universal immunization protocol and program, it has come down in the incidence, but still in areas where the vaccination is not very strong, this disease is seen and it is a very life-threatening problem. Next is the pertussis. Pertussis actually is a disease which causes lung infection and throat infection and causes violent coughing and severe lung problems. So this was again a very serious problem in previous years, but because of the vaccination it has come down in the prevalence. Then the tetanus, as we know, it causes muscle paralysis and can cause breathing problems also, and tetanus vaccine is coming with the DPT combination. So then apart from these 3 DPT, we have H influenza B bacteria vaccine which protects against H influenza B bacteria which causes serious lung infection and brain infection. that is given with this vaccine. Then hepatitis B and injectable polio vaccine is given. So this forms the total 6 diseases coverage with a single vaccine. Then apart from that, we give pneumococcal vaccine at 6, 10, 14 weeks that protects against serious lung infection by Streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria, which can cause serious harm to the lungs and even require serious hospitalization and ICU care. So rotavirus vaccine actually protects against the diarrheal diseases. So what happens is the rotavirus is a virus which transmits through the contaminated water, and as we know the sanitation in India is very poor. So rotavirus is a very prevalent disease and used to cause severe diarrhea in infants and sometimes was life-threatening in children. So that's why the government has now actually included rotavirus in the government immunization schedule also, apart from the private hospitals we give. So apart from that, at 6 months we need to give influenza vaccine, and the same vaccine is repeated at 7 months. So these are the 2 doses of influenza which is given as a primary vaccination. Influenza is a disease. Influenza virus is a virus which causes infection in the lungs, and it can be severe in small children. That's why it is given as a primary vaccination at 6 and 7 months. The problem with the influenza vaccine is it is very rapidly spreading from one person to another. So if anyone in house gets infected, they can infect other people, and especially in people who had previously pre-existing lung or heart or liver or kidney problems, in that patient it can be a serious illness and even can cause life-threatening problems. That's why influenza vaccine is given at 6 and 7 months. Then between 6 to 9 months we need to give typhoid vaccine. So typhoid vaccine is a vaccine against typhoid bacteria. As we know, typhoid is a very common illness in our country, and again it is also spread by contamination of the water. So once the water is contaminated, this kind of serious illnesses come. So that's why we need to protect against these, and we give typhoid vaccine. A single dose comes nowadays. The conjugated vaccine which is available is a very effective vaccine and need to give single dose, as compared to the previous era when typhoid used to be a polysaccharide vaccine and used to be repeated every 3 years. The first dose of MMR vaccine is given at 9 months, the second dose at 15 months, and the third dose is given between the age of 4 to 6 years. So measles basically causes fever, rash, sometimes joint pain, and it can also cause brain infection, which is called meningoencephalitis. Rubella is a virus which causes fever, rash, and in pregnancy, if it happens to a pregnant woman, the rubella infection can cause serious harm to the baby under the mother's womb. So that is a very serious problem. That's why we give rubella vaccine. Again, mumps is a disease which causes fever, rash, and sometimes serious brain infection and infection in other parts of the body. Then at 12 months, so you give 6 and 7 months influenza vaccine, and between 6 to 9 months, 1 dose of typhoid vaccine is enough. Then at 12 months, we give hepatitis A vaccine. So hepatitis A vaccine protects against the hepatitis A virus, which is a virus which causes infection in the liver and can lead to jaundice, and severe liver infection can cause acute liver failure, which is a life-threatening complications. Again, hepatitis A also is transmitted through the water routes. Contaminated water spreads the hepatitis A. So this vaccine is very commonly used in private sector in India to prevent against hepatitis A, because hepatitis A is very common in India. So this is the number of vaccines we need to give till 1 year of age. So today I will conclude here the video about the vaccination till 1 year of age. In another part of this video I have made about the vaccinations beyond 1 year, what needs to be given to the children. I hope this information helps you in taking care of your child and relieves a lot of confusion and doubts about the vaccination schedule. If you like our video, please do subscribe to the channel